Hey guys, this is Billy Root from FIFTY8magazine.com, and today's video we're going to talk about meditation. So last video it was about imagination, and today I'm going to talk about how you can use meditation to help create with your imagination. But first, before I talk about meditation, let's talk about emotions. So every emotion that we have and that we felt is inspired and experienced from the past. So the future has yet to be felt. And so all these past emotions, these are programs that we've programmed our subconsciousness in our body. It's like muscle memory. It's an addiction to these emotions in the physical body. And so when we want to create anything that we want to experience in the future, we have to create and change these negative emotions to a more higher frequency emotion. Because emotion and chemicals are what we experience as voices in our head. And so all the voices in your head are due to your emotion. And so these chemicals that we experience as emotion exist in our physical body. And so you create your life through your emotions and your thoughts, your energy. And so your thoughts, which is your vibration, and your emotion, which is your frequency, and your actions, which is your energy, are what creates your life. What creates reality. So when you want to create a future present, you need to realize that your past emotions hold you back in a limited way in order to create these dreams. A future ideal has to have a vision, it has to have a concept of what you want to experience that is beyond anything that you've experienced in your past. And so you can think of new concepts as being the unknown because there's a future that you haven't experienced yet. So at times it can feel scary and you might doubt it and you might worry and question yourself because it's something that your body is not used to. It's not used to a new program, and so you have to continually do this as like a habit. It's like training an animal, these emotions in your body, and beginning to look at it with a higher frequency of emotion and vibration of your thoughts to create a future present. You create your future in every moment, with every thought and every emotion that you experience. And that's why the more conscious you are, when you are more aware of what's happening to you in your physical reality, you can start looking within for the guidance and the work that is needed in order to experience this future ideal life. And so you can't look at these conditions in your life because that begins to become a limited way to experience reality. You have to begin to see things beyond your scope of your senses and your experiences in every day as a future ideal, because the more you focus on what's in front of you, the less of a unlimited experience that you have. And so when you start to use your imagination to start creating your future reality, you begin to experience more subtle emotions, more higher frequency emotions that get you out of this habit and programs of limited thinking and emotions. And so knowing the power of thought and emotion, be really conscious of this when you enter a meditation, because for me, when I meditate, I like to get to a place of silence of thought. I listen to music when I meditate because it helps to clear my negative emotions into a more uplifting energy and frequency. I like to listen to scores that have a very beautiful, melodic, and dramatic tone because it gets my frequencies to a higher state than a negative frequency. And when I meditate, I allow the thoughts to flow, just kind of like a river and wind. Whatever comes, they're just chemicals and voices in your head. So just know that these chemicals are an experience that exists in your body, but they're not real. They don't have to be real because you are the creator of your life. So whatever you focus on, whatever it be a chemical, an emotion, or a voice in your head, that you will experience. And so in meditation, this is a time where you can really focus your power and create. Once you get to a place where your breath is consistent and flowing and your eyes begin to settle and kind of relax, you then begin to get to a place where your thoughts are less of a choppy water, or like a windstorm. It begins to just be a silent, gentle breeze, or a little calming little stream. This practice of getting your thoughts into a flowing, natural, less chemical reaction kind of state is a way to focus that energy then into thoughts and pictures that you want to experience. And then you get to experience completely new emotions and a frequency that's much different than the past that you've experienced in the body, because you're imagining a future vision that you're creating with the power of creation, your imagination. Once you begin to change and transform your energy, your reality will continue to change. And when you have this death of this old state of consciousness, this limited kind of physical reaction and kind of sleeping, dreamlike state, you begin to wake up and you begin to start living in a new state of consciousness, which is totally frightening and scary because it's a new way of living, a new way of life that is completely unknown to you and is different from anything that you've experienced in the past. So just know, when you begin to meditate, you're going to enter a new state of consciousness, which might be a little difficult and scary at first, but it is only helping clearing the way to have a less limited way of thinking and feeling into a more unlimited, loving, joyful state of being. And so when you meditate, you're working on developing higher states of consciousness, because once you get out of this pattern and programs of your past emotions and hurts or negative emotion, you are clearing the way for this energy to fill you. And it's not being blocked by your fear, because once you let go of all these attachments and all these worries and doubts about this new state of consciousness, it just begins to flow through you, and you have these mystical and amazing experiences with people, or even in a meditation that you can't experience, and it's so personal to you. You feel like Source or God is coming to speak with you in a moment to share something about you that is only about love. So when you think of meditation as a way to work on your state of consciousness, to creating a more unlimited point of view and unlimited way of creating your life and your imagination, meditation can be fun for you. It doesn't have to be hours a day. It could be a few minutes in the morning or at night. I always like to meditate as soon as I wake up, because I feel like if you can master your thoughts and your emotions in the morning, the rest of your day will be easy. And similar at night, I try to meditate and imagine my next day, or imagine my future, and how I'm going to bring that into the present. So it's a way to work on your inner world, because the power of your imagination. You'll use the meditation with intention and focus. Meditation is a way to use your creative power to create the destiny of your dreams. It is a way to focus your intention and your energy to create new beautiful thoughts and emotions about a future life that you want to experience that isn't influenced by the past. And so again, when you go into meditation, understand your emotions are your frequency, your thoughts are your vibration, and your actions is your overall physical energy. And when you take that to a place and you enter the presence of now, into this present moment, into a meditation, there is no past chemicals, there is no future chemicals that you are being distracted from. You become into a present state where you can create in this meditation, and you can create in this meditation because you're not distracted by your past or worries of the future. You can focus all of your creative process into this moment of eternity and learn to use it to create your dreams. And another thing about meditation is that you become to learn you're the observer to this unified quantum field around you. So this quantum field around you, it exists as what people call the force or God. It's this quantum field of particles of subatomic particles that are influenced by an observer, and these observers are us. They are affected by the subjective point of view and objectively. So when you still yourself into meditation in the present moment, you are allowing yourself to connect to this unified field. And when you connect to this unified field, you have downloads, you have visions, you have desires, and you have passions of things you want to create or you want to experience in your life that is totally beyond anything that you've experienced in the past. I've had visions where I feel like I'm seeing a future life, or I have these visions of where I'm using the meditation to heal myself. And when you connect to this unified field in a meditation, you can heal yourself. you can heal others, you can send energy to people all across the world. And when you understand this connection to this unified field in a meditation, because you are in this present moment and you aren't affected by anything in the past or worries of the future, you harness this energy to send healing to your body. You have this energy to send healing energy to other people, and you can also use it to create enough energy to manifest and use your imagination as materializations in your life. Because when you are connected to this unified field, it's this abundance of energy. And so when you send it to yourself, you can heal yourself. I've used meditation to heal a aching back, any kind of soreness or pain, sometimes headaches. So it just depends on your intention on using the energy. You can also use your energy to use your imagination to see someone in front of you that you really care about. Let's say someone who is not as healthy as they can be, or someone that needs some opportunities or a new job. If you focus your imagination on seeing that person in your mind's eye in a meditation and imagining what it would feel like for them to be healthy, or imagining what it would feel like for that person to have a huge opportunity or a new job, this is where you raise your vibrational frequency, and you also effectively use that energy and connection to this unified field, this force, to co-create and heal people. Because this is the power that you have in meditation, is to connect to the source, this force, and to use your energy to focus it. So that's why I really enjoy meditation. It's a way to conquer yourself and conquer anything that you need to overcome. And you can experience, even in meditation, you can imagine yourself working out and going to the gym and working on muscles and building a faster, stronger body. And you can imagine it any way, shape, or form that you want. Your body will react, because if it's that real in your imagination, your physical reality and your body doesn't know the difference. So it'll change and shift to your beliefs of whatever it is that you can imagine. And it's more potent when you meditate, when you silence yourself and become into the present moment and connect to this unified field. Every time you meditate, you help yourself connect to this field. And this is the way that you can control the body with your mind, so it doesn't have power over you. You know, in meditation, this is a way to take your power back, to imagine all the experiences that you felt in your life and how you can change it and experience it differently and create it differently in your mind. We're learning to take our power back by taking our control over our emotions, over our body, and over our thoughts, which is much more of an animal instinct. And now we're turning more into intuition and highly evolved humans that create with their emotions and their frequencies and their thoughts and their vibrations. And this is a tool to help you get there. I really hope you enjoyed this video about meditation and how to use your own power to connect to this unified field, so you become a channel and a way to focus this energy into creating and into healing or empowering your life. So thank you again for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to future videos where I'll help use this knowledge I've curated to empower your life.